what a nice little stream that they have here. Look how beautiful this is. It's all about maybe, I don't know, the deepest maybe 8 inches. With all these rocks, and look at that, how beautiful. Listen to that sound, how calming it is. This again is Kyoto. Kyoto. Guys, check this out. Here in Kyoto, Japan. Japan still has payphones, guys. Look at this. You have to see it to believe it, Chief. They still have payphones, which is a convenience for some people, right? And in some situations, but they still have. So here we are in Kyoto, guys. Just had my breakfast out here. Look how beautiful all this is. It's incredible. The streams, the trees. And obviously another shrine entrance. But what's cool about this place is it looks like this whole area of residency looks like, you know, it's all made in that type of temple style architecture. So I think people actually live here, to be honest with you, which is very interesting. People live in these shrine temple style buildings in Kyoto. Very interesting, very nice, very beautiful. See here, people can order things and leave it there and nobody comes and steals. Very respectful, very beautiful people. Look at this house. This is awesome. Land of the rising sun it is, guys. Land of the rising sun it is. 4 o'clock in the morning and the sun's coming out. 4:30, it's like normal morning. 5 o'clock, forget about it. It's incredible, but I love it. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning every morning anyway. This is a perfect place for me. Shoot. I'd have to get up at 2 to feel like I got up early. Love the signs in Japan, though, when it comes to the restroom. Look at what they say. Please do not use toilet this way. Please, guys. This is the way. Only in Japan. Platinum black coffee while you're in Japan, because it's the only way to drink coffee. See, all these areas are where people live. And then there's restaurants mixed in with all this, but people live in all these buildings. In Kyoto, beautiful, beautiful. Has that traditional aesthetic, which is awesome. And you see the cars are small because the roads are narrow, you see? In many temples, you walk around and you will always find every few blocks a temple. See, here in Kyoto, since it's known for its geisha, which they don't call geisha, they call, I think I've already told you guys in another video, geiko, they rent the kimonos, you see, for men and women. So most of the people that you see walking around, they took it from one of these kimono shops. So the majority that you see walking around are people who come here who want to look the traditional role of a geisha, but they're not really geisha. They're with their husbands, or they're with their boyfriends, or with their family. But the Japanese do get married. When they marry, they do get married the traditional way and put on those robes. So you'll see a group of them that are getting married, or just married, and are part of a wedding, or they're actually just renting those kimonos to walk around the city like that in the traditional way and take pictures and look like the geiko, but they're not real geiko, obviously. Real geikos are very private. They have a special lifestyle that they have to maintain, and they're very expensive. So I was lucky to be able to schedule an appointment with one yesterday. And this road here, as you can see, where the geiko live or walk around a lot, you're not allowed to record, you see. And that's because the foreigners here have come, and when they see the geiko, they run up to them and grab them and force themselves to take a picture on them, and that's very uncomfortable, especially for the lifestyle that they live. They're very disciplined and quiet. And the Americans come over here acting all crazy and in their own territory, and the people here respect their geiko very much. They protect their geiko and the traditions of Japan, just like they honor the sumo wrestlers. Well, the same thing with I guess the Gecko in Japan. This is one of those places that I just told you about. Many places rent them out, but you could also buy them as well. See, they're beautiful. But the Gecko was telling me yesterday while I was with her. I asked her how much the robes were. The whole outfit that the Gecko wears cost about $40,000. $40,000. Just the robe alone, which is all handmade, in a real Gecko. Not, you can buy these, and I imagine these are maybe $1,000 US, let's say. But the real one that they wear, handmade by there's only certain people who can make these things for the actual Gecko, cost $20,000. The belt is about another $10,000, the real belts that they wear, plus ornaments that they have and things in their hair and on their shoes. The shoes cost a few $1,000s that they wear, and it's not these shoes, they're higher platform, and they have a bell inside as they walk. It rings. Very nice. So about $40,000 for the outfit that they wear, and every month they change outfits for each month. Each month that they wear an outfit, it represents a flower of that month. So imagine the kimono alone, $20,000 each month. That's incredible.
Делают вот это мочи чай. На, ты ж понимаешь, что не видишь, что здесь сказать.
Walking down here in Kyoto, I would smell something like a floral fragrance, but really nice, not really strong, but just perfect. And I was wondering, what the heck is that everybody's wearing? It's like the number one fragrance here, and it smells so good and clean. And it's this plant. It is this plant. Whatever this plant is, I'm not a doctorate. I don't have a doctorate in flowers. So if anybody can tell me what this plant is, I'll look it up eventually. But wow, what a great smelling plant. It lets out this great scent throughout the city. It's incredible. Everyone here who has dogs, I've seen, keep their dogs. They love petite dogs, and they keep them so nicely, well trained and beautiful. The haircuts and everything they give them. I've never seen dogs this cute. They really love their little dogs over here. They don't have them like in America just to have them and have them pooping all over the place and living like an animal. No, you can tell they really love their dogs and they take care of them here. That's how it should be. Guys, I can't believe it. In all of Japan that I've been to, I haven't been to all of Japan, but all the places that I was in, Tokyo, Yokohama, Kamakura, a lot of places. I mean, I can't name all the places. This is the first gas station that I've seen. First gas station I have seen is in Kyoto. I even asked someone yesterday in Kyoto. I said, a Japanese person obviously, why haven't I seen one gas station in Japan? I see people have cars, not everybody have cars. Most people are on bike or on foot. Where are the gas stations? And you know what he told me? He didn't even know. Come on, bro. You got a car and you don't know? Well, he didn't have a car. Most people don't. And most people who have cars don't use it daily, only for like emergencies or when they really have to. Or you have a lot of money, right? But look at this. First gas station, guys. Incredible, my friend. Guys, we're here entering the Nikishi market in Kyoto. Their number one market here. All right. So here they made it narrow so that it can get full, so that people walk slower, because they believe that if they walk slower, they'd stop and take time to look at things and buy things and appreciate it more. Very interesting. The Nikishi market in Kyoto. Since he was there,
This is the place.
this is the place here.
Yeah, this is the gyoza place where David Beckham was here last year. You can see it.
This is the place that David Beckham was last year, and then it became super famous. So everybody seems to like this place because the celebrity was here and he ate here.
So this brings like fortune.
This raccoon brings fortune. Interesting. What in the world? These baby octopus and baby beer. If you're gonna eat baby octopus, you have to eat baby beer. Wow. That's incredible. This is a place that sells alcohol made here in Kyoto.
This one is limited to Kyoto.
Limited only to Kyoto, the sake. Wow.
Like shrimp. That one is octopus.
Wow, nice. Guys, beef sushi, guys. Beef sushi. Guys, I'm about to try, after that beef sushi, I'm about to try the most popular Japanese whiskey that everybody dies after here. Alright? That's how we play over here, guys. We're serious. That's what she's preparing for me. Arigatou gozaimasu. All right, guys. Cheers. Guys, the whiskey was actually incredible, guys. And now I'm trying their special sake. So we're just going all over the place here, man. And I'm just starting off my morning. Hopefully I don't end up banged very early in the morning. All right, take care, all right, guys. Guys, I didn't know that the Japanese love pickled stuff. In Little Rock, they love pickled stuff, but the Japanese culture, especially here in Kyoto, they love pickled stuff. Look at this. Didn't know there was such a pickle culture in Japan. What's it called? Mochi. This is called mochi. It's rice balls powdered with matcha. Very interesting. But just like everything I've tasted in Japan, I'm sure it's good. Even though my eyes say it looks very strange, I'm sure it's delicious because everything here is delicious. And everything's always fresh. So you see it's starting to get more crowded as the day goes by, and that's exactly what this market is known for. That's why they made these narrow little paths so that people are forced to take their time, like I am bringing to you guys. Look at these oysters, oh beautiful.
This is a soap store.
A what?
They are making soap here.
This is a soap store, famous soap store in Kyoto. Wow. More Kobe beef, the beef sushi, and beef skewers. Like I ate the other day, delicious. Looks like all tempura stuff up there, and then look at this grilled stuff down here, beautiful. These people take pride in the food, guys. Forget about it. And everything's freshly made, as you can see. It's crazy. These people are serious. This here, guys, are octopus balls. But everything here tastes good. I just can't eat anymore. I've already eaten way too much. Just walking around here. These are their candies.
Which you wear with kimonos.
These are the slippers
Inside the Japanese house.
people wear with kimonos or inside a Japanese house. Wow. Yeah, I've seen a lot of these here in Japan. But these are special ones designed just for Kyoto. So Kyoto's famous for unagi. And this is unagi, which is eel. This is a chicken shop here at the market.
These are dried mushrooms.
Dried mushrooms. Here is a roasted tea, and they make it fresh right here, guys. Fresh, real roasted tea, not processed and packaged. Wow. This is how matcha looks raw. They use this to make their tea here. Incredible, raw, pure matcha from Japan. Guys, this place here is one of the only places that I've ever seen that sells pufferfish. The one that can kill you. But it's closed. I was gonna try it. I was gonna take a chance with my life. I was gonna risk it all for you guys. I was gonna take a chance. But it's closed right now. It'll open later. To eat pufferfish. Where can you eat
They
pufferfish?
feast on the garbage.
Guys, you see that little cute little bird? This is what they eat here on a skewer. And I'm sure it's good. I'll eat it, but I'm just full right now. I wouldn't take a chance eating Tweety bird, but this is Tweety bird, guys. This is a very famous tachi nomiya, which means standing bar. Tachi nomiya. So here, You would eat your food, stand up, drink, and they're known for very cheap beer. But it's a standing bar, one of the most famous places for the standing bar. Tachinomi. Guys, this is the first Wendy's I've seen in Japan. And pretzel roast beef. It's a burger patty with roast beef. We don't have that in America. But again, I'm sure that it's better than anything in America when it comes to Wendy's. All right, guys, and it's called Wendy's First Kitchen.
Okay, so this is a shrine.
This is a shrine, okay.
You see one of the big difference between temple and shrine is this woody gate, you see?
Yes.
So if you see this gate between the shrine to Japan from Korea.
From Korea?
Yes.
Wow, I thought it was from India.
Speaking of the god and then you pray.
So this is the bell that they would regularly ring so they can wake up the god, and then they pray there at the shrines. Very interesting. These are the warriors who used to guard the shrine traditionally. And then you have the lions inside as well, just like you have the lions outside of the shrines. And this Shintoism, Buddhism, was brought to Japan by the Koreans, but this is Shinto, not Buddhism. So the Emperor Saguwara, he liked plums. So they leave these wooden plums here, and a person will put their prayer or request inside this wooden plum because they believe that traditionally, if a plum ripens, and the emperor liked plums, then as this plum ripens, it'll also ripen the request of the person. So you see trees here with these wooden plums. So this is the purification process in temples and shrines, where they wash their hands and they wash their mouth before going into the temple. But this one here in Kyoto, particularly the water here, comes from a natural water source underground. And they check it every so often to make sure it's still pure. This is pure water from underground, just like this one here. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. So in every shrine, you get these papers that give you your fortune, and there's 5 levels of the fortune. And if you get a bad fortune, then what you do is you leave it here so it can get better in the future, I imagine. And the good ones, then you take it with you. Very interesting. This is Takoyaguchi, guys, another temple here in Kyoto, very famous in the market, but we can't take pictures inside, guys, so this is as far as it goes. Takoyaguchi.
Street, this one, that one, and the other one.
So guys, this is Teramachi Street. Teramachi means Tero, which means temple. Machi, which means street. Street of temple, because it's a street that leads right to the temple, guys. Still, this is the end of the market, guys. We're getting to the end, it seems. This is Seijing Temple that we're about to enter. I'm telling you, there's temples all over the place. Seijing. Statue of a Buddha here.
So these are the meditating Buddhas and Bodhisattvas.
These are the meditating Buddhas. Interesting. So although they all look similar to me when you at first glance, when you get closer, you see that they're all different because of their facial expression. Very interesting. They're all meditating. It was interesting. Here's a cemetery. Regularly, those who live around a cemetery like this, the rent will be cheaper. Here's a cemetery. Regularly, the people who take care of the priests of the temples. Very interesting. I haven't seen any other one that had a cemetery. This is the first one. Here's another temple, Saiganji Temple. Saiganji Temple in Kyoto. Wow, that's a big Buddha there, huh?
So this has been the old temple from like 8th century.
Once you can't record going up, right? Is that how it works?
You can record from outside.
Okay, but not going up the stairs, right?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can.
You can record from here.
Okay. It's a big Buddha. This is one of the best sushi places, they say. Kura, which is a conveyor belt sushi. Very famous. You've probably seen it if you know anything about Japan or sushi. This is one of the most famous restaurants in Japan with sushi, and it's the conveyor belt sushi. So if you see conveyor belt anywhere else, they've copied it from these guys. This is the most famous movie theater in Kyoto. Movix. You haven't seen movies unless you've seen it in Movix. This is called taiyaki, guys. This is one of the most famous sweets in Japan. It's like almost like a pancake type thing, but it's in a fish form, and you dip it in that sauce, whatever that is. Taiyaki. They have 3 flavors. It's like a waffle: custard, sweet potato, or red bean stuffed. And the red beans aren't like Cuban red beans, guys. It's actually pretty good. Those are the famous 3 flavors. This is another temple, Ayatadera. Ayatadera. So here you see these Buddhas with those garments on for protection. And this protects each temple and shrine has a specific purpose or specialty, let's say. And this one is for infant kids. So the parents come to pray over their kids. If they're, gonna have kids or they're sick, they come to this particular temple. So here in this temple, you can see the infant baby here. So they also pray for the departed souls of babies, that they go to a better place or have a better life or reincarnate, I guess, better.
And then they hang it here.
So this temple actually is not for the sick, it's for the departed. So see, they'll take one of these little characters, and that represents the departed babies or kids, and then they write their wish on it. So this is a very famous coffee chain here in Kyoto. Freshly roasted and ground. Coffee smart, you're not smart unless you're coffee smart. This is a famous tea store in Kyoto because it's 100% made in Kyoto City. So this is Honnoji Temple. And this person's name was Oda, right? Oda?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And he was like, there was the shogun, emperor, then the shogun, then the daiko, which were the lords, and he was one of the lords. But in the area that he was over, it's supposedly said, well, they were going to kill him. And before they killed him, when he found out, he and his son supposedly committed suicide, which is an honorable death before someone kills you. But they never found the bodies. So according to Japanese culture, they don't know if he actually died or not. And well, this is, I guess, in honor of him. Here they teach you how to make swords, and they show movies related to the samurai and samurai culture at this theater here at this temple. Very interesting.
So you see the doors are closed. duck, and Gawa means river. So you will see a lot of ducks over there. So I'll show you when I see one.
This is Kamogara River. Oh, yes, of course.
If you come here, you will have a lot of places.
Yes, yes.
Some maple tree. So it's like this price, but it's a course menu. It's like comes with a lot of stuff.
So this is the pufferfish, guys. The one that if you eat it, you might die, but if it's fresh and they know how to handle it, you don't. This is the famous pufferfish. Please let me out. Please let me out. No, buddy. You ain't coming out, brother. You're probably gonna die. Pufferfish. Look at that beautiful face. Oh, it's so beautiful. Give him a kiss, guys. What's the street called?
Shirakawa.
Shiagawa Street. This is Shiagawa Street, known for willows,
Maple and cherry.
maples, and cherry trees. Very famous here in Kyoto. Shiagawa.
Here they have like fine dining restaurants.
So what's the name of the temple that we're going to?
This is a small shrine.
Oh, the shrine. What's the name of the shrine?
This is called Shirakawa Shrine.
But this is where you say that the ones who are training to be
Yeah.
geisha come to
Yeah.
to okay.
This is one of the most popular Kobe beef restaurants here.
It's the Kobe Beef Restaurant, one of the most popular here in Kyoto.
And those orange things that you see over there, these are like sponsored name of the businesses.
Yes, so those orange columns there are the sponsored names of the businesses. Interesting.
And this street is basically
So
they are trained by the elderly geisha, which are called onesan, and they have to learn how to sing, how to dance, how to do calligraphy, and it takes them 3 to 5 years procedure to become a geisha. So while they are in the training process, they are called maiko, and this is the shrine where they come to pray.
oh wow. This is the shrine the Miko come to pray. This is the Miko shrine, or the Miko when they train to become a geisha, or geiko here, as it's called in Kyoto. Come. These were the traditional lamps that were on the road. Now they have these more modern orange ones with it when electricity was implemented. This is a very famous bridge here. People take pictures at. I can see why.
This is where people go and take picture because it's very beautiful. Yarai. So Inu means dog. So these are the bamboo sticks and strips which protects the house from dogs and the
Oh. This part here is for the god of beauty. It's believed that if you wash your hands here, then bring beauty to you.
and this is the popular pond in this park.
See, I thought the koi fish were orange
Some
and
of them
colorful.
are orange. They have different times.
Okay.
Some of the orange one are also here in this
Oh, okay. So this is a famous park here,
Maruyama Park.
Maruyama Park in Kyoto. And those cranes are beautiful.
Yeah.
You see them in Japanese pictures a lot.
Yeah.
Those type of cranes. Maruyama Park in Kyoto, guys. So guys, these are the famous samurais who conspired against the shogun at one time. Here's another temple here in Kyoto.
Otani.
What's this called?
Otani Temple.
Otani Temple. And there's a big cemetery here, and it's on a mountainside, and that's the east side of Kyoto, because on the other side is, what's the name of the city?
Shiga.
Shiga City. Separates Kyoto from Shiga City. So on the other side of that mountain, there's Shiga. It's the biggest lake in Japan, right behind that. What's it called?
Nampa.
No,
The thing that I told you.
no. What is that? Yeah, no, I would love to meet a Japanese woman and get married and have her go to the States if she likes, you know. But here it's just very hard for me to do that because of that, you know, meeting people. I had tried to go online to see if you meet, you know, Japanese woman before. This is one of the largest cemeteries in Kyoto City. If you look at this Buddha here, he's laying down. That's the laying Buddha. It's basically when the Buddha's entering what they call nirvana and departing from this world. That's what that sculpture of that Buddha is. This guy on the right is the one who created this temple, and the one on his left is his wife. And that there is the... If you see that statue back there, humongous statue, that's called Ryozen Kanon. And it's believed that perhaps the Canon company took the name, the photography company, right? The camera company, took the name from inspiration of Ryozen Kanon. He's the one who supposedly, when the Buddhas die, transfers them elsewhere. He also takes care of those who perished in World War II, supposedly, according to Japanese culture.
View of the pagoda and Kyoto Tower in the same angle.
This is Nien Harka, one of the most, or the most traditional road in Kyoto. Everything is preserved. They don't use many colors to keep it classic and traditional. So that's the pagoda, and then you see the Kyoto Tower right in the back there, you see.
So if you want to take a picture of the Buddha statue, you can take it from here.
This is probably one of the nicest and most expensive hotels in Kyoto, which is the Park Hyatt Kyoto. You can see all of Kyoto City from up there. Here's the traditional, a closer look at the traditional street preserved by Kyoto. This is Disney's version of Japanese animation. So they actually make Japanese animation. This is their store, the Disney version of Japanese animation. Interesting. This is what Disney makes for Japanese animation here in Japan. My Neighbor Totoro, huh? This is My Neighbor Totoro, guys. This is the Starbucks in Kyoto here. And as you can see, it has, in order for them to put a Starbucks here, they had to make themselves look very traditional. So different logo almost, different colors. And so you see that there's no colors and it's just a traditional architecture. This is how Starbucks was able to get away with. This is a very famous TikTok place here, guys. If you watch TikTok, I don't care for it, but because you come over here and it's called My Own Fragrance. You make your own fragrance here. You mix your own things and you make your own fragrance. This is in Kyoto, okay? They sell these spooky looking art pieces and sculptures here. It's a famous artist in Japan that does that in Kyoto here. That's the west end of Kyoto City over there. Ever heard of Speak No Evil, Hear No Evil, See No Evil? Well, here are the monkeys at this. So in this temple, there's a Buddha there, and people come write their wish on a cotton ball and leave it here for this Buddha. Yes. There the monkeys are again. See no evil, hear no evil, say no evil. And these people pray to the god of the monkey action. Mahina. All right. Because his ear fell off. And the three monkeys are there holding this large vase, you can see. So this is the shrine for relationships. Interesting.
And then you crawl back in if you want to get into a new relationship.
So this is called the storm, guys. And this is what they do. If you want to get into a good relationship, you go from the back to the front. If you want to get out of a relationship, you go from the front to the back. And that's what they're doing. So this guy's...
And then you put the paper after you're done. You write your wish on the paper.
So he's trying to get out of a relationship?
Yes.
And then you write your wish on the paper.
Yeah.
So he not only wanted to get out of a relationship, he wants to get in another one right after. He has no clue what he's doing. As long as he's in a good or bad relationship, this guy's happy. He don't care. Just give me any relationship, he says.
But here they have like tiger. Because it's a trampoline, not a shrine.
Okay, so regularly you'd see lions, not tigers, but this is a temple, not a shrine, so they'll have that. Interesting. This is another ceremonial bell that they ring, see, to wake up the gods when people like horse racing here in Japan, and these characters represent the horses. And this one here, this little guy, is the one that wins most of the time. He's their champion, I guess. All right. So this building here has been known for hundreds of years to only be open to influential people, emperors, and the Geiko. So a person from the public cannot just go and walk into this place. They have to be invited. And just like your first meeting with a Geiko, you have to be invited. So you have to be invited to this place because it's a tea house, the most popular tea house in Kyoto, known for the meeting place of the Geiko and very prominent people here. It's called Ichiriki Chaya. Ichiriki Chaya. One out of 5 or 7?
No, there are 7 in total. This is the first licensed one.
One of 7, and it's the first licensed one in Kyoto. It's in Kyoto. So this guy's is Izumi, and she is the one who, before the Kabuki theater was just men, they would perform as men and dress up as women and do shows. Izumi was the first one here in Kyoto to introduce women doing the Kabuki, women playing women roles and as the man. And then eventually they banned her because the men wanted to do all the work, and they banned her for 20 years, and then she reopened it, Kabuki. Very interesting. This is another famous food street, not a fish market, but a food street, known for all of its food and bars in Kyoto. These are all knives that they hand make for chefs.
These are cool.
So in this building here, this is where they train the Maiko to dance to be a geisha. And they also do performances as May here for the public that you can pay and see. But this particular building is where they get their training at, where the agency pays for them to be trained